All right, welcome to May. So one of the things I'm going to challenge you this month is to not miss a Monday. Okay, not miss a Monday. It's one of those things that I said early in January. You can go back and be like, never miss a Monday. There's 52 Mondays in a year. And then I had somebody say, it's hard enough just to make every Monday in a month. So this month, May, every Monday, figure it out. Yes, there's Memorial Day weekend and you're going to get your workout in on it. You're going to do it. Okay, so put it on the calendar. Set that as one of these mini goals that you can have, these little monthly targets. And we're not going to miss a Monday. We're not going to miss a Monday.
We're not. No
I mean,
way.
we got it on camera. All right, so today, strength. We'll get started with our dynamic warm-up. I think the only thing that we need really is going to be a kettlebell. If you have
Different band.
we need a band?
No.
Oh, we do need a band. See how I'm like, I'm going to zoom in and out of what I'm looking for. Yes, we do need a band. You need your band, your super band, and also a weight. Okay, those are the two things that we are going to need. If you have invested in maybe the next size up kettlebell or dumbbell because you are getting stronger, it is nice to have different weights because in our 1A, 1B, we're actually doing a little bit lighter weights. Then in that 2 section, we're going to do a little bit heavier weights. So it's nice to have that variety. So let's get started, Coach. Jumping jacks, seal claps, and crisscrosses. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Good. Arms out in front. Open the chest up nice and wide. Ready to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms wide. Feet wide. Crisscross in the middle. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, one more that we do need.
Oh my gosh.
2D. We need sliders. All right. So while I'm talking us through the instructions, if you want to hit pause, run and get sliders, furniture movers, paper plates, all of those type of things are great, great, great simple additions to add to your home gym. All right, so the first exercise that we are going to do is going to be a single leg deadlift with a row. All right, so if it's in my left hand, I'm standing on my right foot and vice versa. So we're going to do a single leg deadlift, row, and stand back up. Okay, so single leg deadlift, row, and stand back up. The whole time I did the first rep, I was like, don't kick the wall, don't kick the wall, don't kick the wall, and I fall over. So
You're just showing how it's in the stability section for a
we-
reason.
we're only going to do one side. Don't immediately switch to the other side. We're going to do one side for 45 seconds. The second exercise that we are going to do will be our halos. So kettlebell here, you turn it to the right, or you turn it 90 degrees. You go around the head and back to center. Here, around 90 degrees and back to center. Now, if you have a heavy, heavy, heavy weight, that kettlebell halo is not going to be very comfortable. That's when you can get your band out and you can do a halo using your band as an alternative. So, again, if you have a super heavy kettlebell, you can do your single leg here, row, and stand back up, all using, I know some people have a ridiculously heavy kettlebell, which is great for the strength, not so good for the 1A, 1B. So if you have a light band, you can do the same single leg deadlift, only row one side, and then stand back up as a nice alternative. So
Let's do this.
what weight are you going with?
I'll do the 12 kilo.
Okay. I'm going to do the 12 kilo too. You can't bully me into going up in weight. I have to work the timer, talk,
I know. You
all
have,
kinds of
you have
stuff.
a lot of assignments.
I have a lot of assignments. All right. Are you ready, everybody? We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Single leg deadlift, row, and stand. This is one of those where I'm more worried about, can you maintain that balance?
Right?
Can you maintain that stability compared to how heavy that weight is? Not really concerned. Weight could be super light for all I care. I want to make sure that core is engaged the whole time. One of the things I commonly see is a row, foot comes down, back comes up. We want the entire body moving in one pattern, one movement. All right, this will be our last one, coach. Oh, you got to get it good. And time. All right, where do you feel that? Well, you should feel it here, maybe in the lower back, maybe a little bit in the arm. Opposite hamstring and glute. Where should you not feel it? Lower back. If you're feeling it in the lower back, please reach out to us.
Yes.
All right, we got our halos. 45 seconds. You ready?
Yes.
Which way are you going first? Left or right?
To the left.
To the left.
Yep.
To the right. To the right. Ready, go. And slide. All right. Smooth it out. Take it all the way around. This is key that your kettlebell moves around your head and that your head does not move around the kettlebell. If you have a dumbbell, I would hold it by the ends. Same thing. Turn, bring it around, back to center. 90, move it around, back to center. Got 10 more seconds. I like forcing it into that 90-degree position first. That allows it to glide around the head. Time.
I got caught in the middle.
Whew. That still has that.
Slowly but surely getting wiped off.
Right. All right. We're going back to our single leg deadlift with that row. Ready and begin. Deadlift. Row. Nice and tall.
It's been a while since we've done this one.
Yeah, you gotta find that focus.
Feeling those stabilizers.
Yeah. In the feet, we're doing this with no shoes on. And on this turf, makes you work a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit harder. Oh, that one, I can't end on that one.
Ooh.
And time for everybody but me, unless you fell over like I did on the last one. Your brain, this is something that Dr. Gray Cook told me. He's like, your brain is like a computer, and the last rep that you do, it remembers that rep. So it will reference that the next time you do that exercise. He said, so don't hit save on a bad document.
Finish it on a high note.
You got to get that last rep correct. All right, halos.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get set and begin. And we're not rushing any of these. I try to tell, especially our in-gym people, when you're doing strength, unless we tell you, like example, the power portion, we are not doing this for speed.
Right.
It's all about that control. 5 more seconds. That'll get me about 1 more of these. And time. Woo. All right. That warmed me up a little bit. I gotta have to shed some layers.
There you go. Yeah, I always tell the online folks, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, when we're doing cardio, go as fast as you want.
Good.
But
Yeah,
on
that's-
those strength days,
Yeah.
keep it slow. This is the time. This is the time to do that.
Slow and controlled. All right, so 4 minutes of work.
Which we've changed since the previous month.
Which we changed since the previous month.
We were 3.5 minutes, and we've been getting a little more efficient with our strength training. So we're now.
What I like about this is if you're brand new to strength training, do 1 set and rest for 3 minutes. Do 2 sets and rest. Maybe it's 3 sets. Maybe one exercise you're so brand new at it that you only get 2 sets, and another exercise you're really good at it, you might get 4 sets in. So that's what I love about this timing sequence is it's not the same for everybody. We're all going to do the same exercise, but coach might get in 4 sets, whereas I might get in 3 sets, okay? And that's only because my weights have to travel farther distances than yours. That's really the only reason. So we do 4 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest in between, so that I can tell you what the next exercise is. Make sure that you're getting plenty of rest, 30 to 40 seconds, maybe even 45 seconds in between sets. I know a lot of people will do it, rest for 2 seconds, do it again. Either your weight wasn't heavy enough, you weren't going slow enough, right? So our goal maybe is 3 sets. If you're used to strength training, you might get 4 sets. But that's about it. So what we're going to do here is going to be a single arm chest press. So feet are down. Knuckles are going to press straight up to the ceiling and bring the elbow back down. So I think active up and active down. So active up is what most people do, and push. And then what I want to do is actually pull this elbow back down. So I know exactly where it's going on the downward motion. Most people go up and then go, okay, wherever gravity takes it is where the elbow is going to go. Up, actively pull down, up, actively pull down. Now, we did this one last month, right? So what our goal is in repeating an exercise is to show that you are getting stronger. Well, how do you do that if you only have 1 weight? Well, if you were doing 6 to 8 reps last month, maybe it's 8 to 10 reps this month. Maybe you really slow down the tempo this month. Maybe you make it a little bit more challenging by picking a leg up off the ground. Okay, so we want to show that you are progressing, and sometimes it takes a little bit more than 1 month of doing it in order to progress. You ready?
Yep. Starting with the non-dominant side first.
There you go.
There you go. Little pro tip for you.
Get the timer.
Oh, I guess we need to do that, huh? I was just getting settled in and ready. Oh, I got it.
You got it. All right. Ooh, okay, you're doing it.
I mean, why not?
Okay,
All right.
get a weight where I'm not going to be embarrassed. Here we go.
Here we go.
So this is the same weight as I did last time, but instead of going up to the 10 or 12, I'm going to lift the other leg up off the ground because I like doing more core.
And I'm upping my reps this month.
Another option is to really slow down your tempo.
Right.
You can really slow it down. So it's literally, if you say Mississippi after each second, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, that is really slow going up. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, back down. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That is slow. I think raising the leg is actually easier than saying Mississippi. goodness.
Yeah, that slow tempo can get you.
Woo! That was the non-dominant side, so maybe this side will be a little bit better. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Woo. And if you do have a weight that's too heavy, you can also cradle that weight with both hands. So the side that's got the kettlebell under that hand, right, that'll be the side that's working. So if you've got one of those in between weights, or maybe as you get fatigued, you can make that transition as well.
We still have 90 seconds to go, Coach.
Okay, good. I need that.
All right, as you change sides, make sure that you do not take the weight across your face, your throat, your heart. Okay, make sure that you are still staying safe with your weights. Oh.
Tell you, if you have a bench at home, doing these presses with kettlebells, that's a whole nother territory.
Yeah. Actually, with respect to the kettlebell, I like the floor press better. I'm not sure why, but I like that it stops right there. All right, coming up on the final few seconds.
Knock back my last set a little bit.
Yeah, check the clock. You guys can see the clock just as well as we can. And if it's, 10 seconds left, and you still need to get the other side, you better switch and get the other side.
Yes.
All right, the next one we are going to do is a transverse lunge, okay? And this might be one that you even start with for a full set, not weighted. You're going to stand at the top of an arc and go around and push back to center, okay? Again, not straight back. It's not linear. It's curving and back, okay? Think if the BOSU was behind you, you would go around the BOSU, not straight back one, okay? This is a 6 to 8 on one side, 6 to 8 on the other side. If you're holding a kettlebell, you are going to rotate towards the kettlebell. You can also do this goblet. This 16 is pretty heavy. I'm going to do goblet.
Okay.
You ready?
All right.
Which leg first?
Oh, I guess I'll go that way.
Okay. It's circular. It's rotating. I always think just being at the top of a rainbow, heading down, finding that pot of gold. Woo! Gotta shake out them traps a little bit.
Remember, it's still a lunge, so check to make sure that inside leg's staying straight.
Woo!
Holding that thing.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like keeping it down. Some people have asked, well, what about if it was down? Could I do this and back up? But the problem with it being in rotation versus linear is that that weight swings. Centripetal force is going to move that weight. And the last thing I want you to do is lunge, and this thing come right towards that knee. So I'd rather see you hold it, gobble it, or I'm going to lighten the weight and do my half rack transverse lunge.
This would be another one too if you had a pair of even, same way you do dumbbells. You could put those at your tops of your shoulders and hold on to them that way. Alright, I'm making all kinds of popping
Snap,
noises
crackle,
today. Turn your music up, guys.
Minute 20 to go.
It's amazing how fast that
Time goes.
last half goes. You're thinking, oh, I've got time. And all of a sudden you look and it's going pretty quick.
Woo! All right, again, where are we feeling this? Well, a lot of people are going to feel it in their shoulders, upper body. You should feel it in the legs, maybe the inner thigh even, glutes. Or should you not feel it again? Lower back. If you're feeling this in the lower back, then reach out and let us know. Leave a comment or just send Coach Amy an email.
All right, here we go. All right, less than 30 seconds to go.
I'm doing 6 and then switching. Don't want to get caught by the buzzer. 10 seconds.
Woo!
Woo!
Just
Now,
in the nick of time.
I feel like my reps actually got a little better by that third. I was finding that groove. So maybe you're feeling the same thing, and that's why I sometimes recommend that first set might even be unweighted until your brain and body get that motion.
Yep.
All right, Coach. We are going to do a banded kettlebell row, supinated. So take the band through, loop it up and over, and then take it wide. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand in it. My palms are going to be facing outward. And then I row up to the belly button and back down. Actually, I need to make it much tighter than that.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about the band is you can always adjust.
Yeah. So I might stand on both loops. And up and back down. Oh, this is one that's tough, barefoot. Where are my shoes on this one?
And this will be a 10 to 12.
10 to 12. Palms facing out, that's key. Back flat, that's key. Looking down at the floor, that's key. And if you have different size super bands, you can use the different super bands to change the weight. Coach Amy and I actually have the same weighted kettlebell, but I have a little bigger super band, and so it's going to make the challenge different between yours and mine.
Yeah. And from there, you can always either pull some more of that band in between your feet with less slack, or leave some more slack in that band. So that'll also affect the resistance.
And if you do this and you say, oh my gosh, my kettlebell's so heavy it doesn't need any more resistance, then don't use the band. Just grab a hold here, pull it up, and back down. Palms out. Keep that core nice and tight. That'll help with the weight in the back.
Oh boy.
I think most people will be able to use some sort of band. I'll tell you what, if you got a 3/4 inch band as your smallest band, woohoo!
Yeah.
You might be finding a way to lighten that up a little bit.
Let me tell you, I've been working on stretching this thing out.
The one in they always know, because the one 3/4 inch band is so bright yellow, the brand new one, that when I'm handing them out, they're like, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
It's like drawing the
Give me
short
the hard
straw.
one.
Yeah. It's like drawing the short straw, you know, as soon as you get it.
I know.
All right. Slow and controlled. This is another one where I see people, as they start fatiguing and they're pulling, they'll stand up a little bit in the movement pattern. And that, I can guarantee you're going to feel in the lower back. So you have to make sure that you're nice and low, right? Think of the old game where you used to spin around on a baseball bat and try to walk in a straight line. You ever do that? It's impossible to walk in a straight line. But if I had a stick right here, I would have to hold it up with my head the entire time. As soon as I go up like this, it'd fall over.
Right.
So you want to make sure that everything... Really? You've never done that?
No.
Then I know what we're doing on Memorial Day.
Woohoo!
We'll record that one, put that one on Go VIP.
I just think about keeping my core really, really tight. And I'm not going anywhere.
That's not going to be nearly as funny as you spinning around a baseball bat, though. All right, the next one, slider leg curls. This is one that, for me, needs no weight. No weight. All right, so. All right, we got our hands down on the floor. The leg curl is this motion here, okay? But we need to add some weight to it. So we're gonna start with our hips up off the floor. As I draw it in, my hips come up, and then I control it all the way back out. Now, modification for that. A lot of people are gonna use the modification. Curl them in. Press the hips up and slowly extend. Curl, bridge, and extend, okay? I might do 1 or 2 sets regular and then go to the modified version. You ready, Coach?
Yeah, so I was gonna say, if anybody doesn't have any sliders at home, you could use paper plates possibly, or get those hips up, walk your feet out, don't go all the way down to the floor, you won't get back up again, and then walk them back in. So
That's tough. Even if you have sliders, you might want to try that variation.
So, 2 ways to do it. I'll try and do that with the plates. Sometimes with socks it doesn't.
Right, you slide them right off the plate.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do the walking version. Woo! All right, this one is what, 10 to
10
12?
to 12. Or until you
I was
cramp
gonna
and
say until
can't do anymore.
it's, you know, your body says no more.
When my body says no more, it says no mas. It yells at me in Spanish. That's when I know my body is really mad at me. Woo! Feel those hamstrings.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Really, you gotta try the way Coach Amy's doing it, even if you do have the sliders. It looks so simple. It's one of those that you're like, oh yeah, no, I got that. Then you try it. The amount of time under tension on this one is insane, because each time you pick that other foot up, it's like doing a single leg bridge. All right, I'm gonna do the modification way now. So in, bridge, and slide out. In, bridge, and slide out. If you use your MyZone, I'll tell you what, MyZone never counts my effort when I'm on my back. It does not register well for some reason. It knows I'm alive, it still sees the heart rate, but I sure don't earn any points for this one. Oh.
Which stinks because you should.
Oh. The grain on the turf is making my feet slide in a certain direction. I'm gonna have to do it from the other side. My one glute is on fire. Oh. I'm gonna switch it, Coach. I'm gonna let you use those sliders. I'm gonna do your little walk-in ones.
I don't know, you might regret that.
Oh, I will 100% regret it. There's no question about it.
Somebody described this as the ab wheel for your hamstrings.
That's really good
It's a good analogy, right?
analogy. Oh. And kudos to whoever is using the ab wheel out there. Because that thing sucks.
But good news, we're down to the last 30 seconds.
Oh. Woo!
Yeah, that part is, that variation is tough. Almost like shoes with this because it's hard to get the sliders to want to go where you want them to.
No mas.
Woo! I'll gladly discontinue that one.
Wow.
Wow, hamstrings. That is such a intensified hit to the
Yeah.
Hamstrings. It really is.
That's the thing I always get my girls must hear me say my hammies. Oh, my hammies. Because when they need a rest or they want to stop it early, they always say my hammies. But sometimes they'll be like, oh, my hammy. My hammy. And I'll be like, well, that's your shoulder, but okay. If you're going to fake an injury,
You need a break, huh?
make sure you're getting the right muscle group.
Yep.
All right. So, we're going to play off of a timing sequence that we did last month for a finisher. We did 10 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 10 work, 10 rest, 10 rest, 10 blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then we went to the core for 45 seconds. We're going to do similar. We're going to do 15 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Okay, the reason why we're doing 15 work, 15 rest, for those of you that have a kettlebell, we're going to do a thruster, and we're going to have it offset, okay? So, you're going to have one hand on the bell, one hand on the handle, and we're going to do a thruster. So, squat, press, okay? We're going to do that for 15 seconds. You want 15 seconds to switch the bell to the other side. You're going to do another 15 seconds. Then you'll have 15 seconds to get down to the floor. And from here, really engage that core, plank, side, step. Okay? So the thruster should jack the heart rate up. The side step should lower it. Then we're going to go up again and lower it again. So we're going to do that interval power training at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yeah. Are you ready? Do you want to get a water break in?
No, I don't. Water, please.
the folks at home don't realize how challenging it is to talk and exercise at the same time. But we eventually, we do get more used to it, I think.
Woo!
Hopefully.
Says you.
Hopefully.
Next month, June, do all the talking. I'm gonna sit here and lift heavy weights, that's all. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Good, I'll do the same. Ready and begin. So thruster is a deep squat. We did a push press in one of our exercises last month where we was very shallow. We're going deep in this one. And time. Almost forgot to look at the stopwatch.
Getting into it.
At the gym, they just go, time check.
Yeah.
Yell at me.
Don't forget about us now.
And go. They just straight yell at me. And time. 15 seconds.
Woo.
Get composed. Get those hands underneath your shoulders. It's key to keep them under your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Make sure your equipment is out of the way. You're not kicking over your water bottle.
Hips stay low. Shoulders over the wrists. I know this 45 seconds is gonna
Goes forever.
it's gonna feel like a long time.
So what'd you do this weekend?
It was good. It's a good weekend.
Did some yard work.
Right? Ugh.
And time. Whew. 30 seconds rest. It seems like a lot. It's not. Like we only have like 15 seconds
Oh my
left.
gosh.
I know.
Whew. That's challenging.
All right. Ready? And begin. Lighter weight. Maybe you have a dumbbell.
Yeah.
Wrap them out. Get that power. And time.
Ooh.
All right,
I
10
got that
seconds.
last one.
What's that?
I was like,
You just dumped it
I
from
know,
the
I was like,
bottom.
oh! I should have finished that one.
And go. Time.
You just said the time so command with such command that I was like, okay.
Down. Drop it. Ready and begin.
All right, last bit of work. Oh, you're on the box.
I ran out of room.
Oh my gosh. Taking it to another level there, literally and figuratively.
My core needs a little work. A little quarantine core going on. 15 more seconds.
All right, we got this. We've been doing it this long, right?
Right. And time. So if you found that core element, that plank element was really challenging for 45 seconds, there's a few things that you can do. Should have said this before starting,
Right.
but one is as you do this side step, you can just hold the plank
Right.
and then finish it up, or maybe hold the rest a little bit and hold the plank. Or drop your knees for maybe 5 seconds, then back up and continue. Okay? Those are the options, and that's a great one to see as the month progresses. Are you able to do that side step for a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer?
Right. Yep. Agreed. That's a good one. That's a great way to get your week started off.
That was a good one for Monday.
Yeah, back into the swing.
Got that. There's some technical stuff in there. Transverse lunge, supinated row. There's some things that you need to think about. But it's nice that you're coming off of a Sunday. You can hit this one hard. But if you're not really good, if you maybe drank a little bit too much, didn't get your rest in, didn't get your sleep in,
Didn't drink enough water.
didn't drink enough water, didn't eat the right stuff
Right.
over the weekend, you're going to feel it during this workout. So.
Yeah. In which case, you can make those modifications and next weekend, clean it up a little bit with the health habits.
Clean it up, coach.
Clean it up. Keep it clean. Clean weekends.
All right.
Stretching.
Stretching. So, let's start with our feet together.
All right.
Woo!
And now,
Breathe, breathe, breathe.
start to let that heart rate come down.
Yeah. The more oxygen you get into your system, the more that heart rate's going to come down, and that's a good thing. Let's bring one leg out in front, and we're going to lean forward. Woo! I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was from the thrusters, if it was from the
That's what
plank.
got me. I think it was the thrusters.
Let's take one leg. Whatever leg is straight, leave it straight. The other leg's coming over, and we're going to look all the way behind us. All the way. Woo! And sit up. We're going to keep that leg crossed over. We're sitting up nice and tall, and we're just going to gently put pressure
Ooh.
down into that knee there.
I really feel like I have short legs in this position.
What position do you feel like you have long legs?
I don't know, for some reason putting it here made it feel short.
Switch sides.
Kind of made me sad for a second.
Just wonder if there's ever a position where you're like, wow, look how
I'm really short.
look how long my legs are.
Thanks for putting it all into perspective for me.
Last month at the gym, we did something that they can't do. Here we did a hurdle step over.
Yeah.
And we're gonna spin around, and those with the really long legs,
Not feeling much pain.
huge advantage.
Yeah, I also thought about if we actually really had a hurdle, how many people would do well at clearing it.
And sit up nice and tall. This is not my good side.
After spending the month with no actual physical hurdle.
There, some of you are doing this stretch and you're just like, why are we doing this stretch? If you're not feeling anything, that's a good thing. Flexibility and mobility is a use it or lose it. If you're not feeling anything, awesome. For the rest of us, we're feeling it. We're really feeling it, and we need to improve the mobility. But if you're not feeling it, keep doing that stretch. You don't want to be in a situation like me where I'm like, go down, and it doesn't work. So, next, let's go to our hands and knees, and we're gonna get child's pose.
Tell you one thing that's helped me tremendously is once a week yoga.
Huh.
Once a week yoga has made a huge difference. So
And let's come forward. I think everybody should try yoga. It's you're on demand. It's on this YouTube channel,
right.
And you can do it without anyone watching you. That's the best part. I was always didn't like yoga because I'm like, everybody's watching me.
Yeah.
So I'm the guy in the back of the room doing yoga. And all of a sudden they're like, dude, warrior two. And I was like, oh, they're looking at me. And let's come one leg up underneath.
Yeah, it's great for balancing out your training.
Yeah. And active recovery. People, I still have people that say, well, are you going to do the Sunday Fun Days again? Can we do a Sunday Fun Day? And Sunday Fun Day is very hard to do for people at home. And it's very hard to do when we can't use a bunch of different pieces of equipment at the gym. So, no, Sunday Fun Day, you can do yoga, you can go for a hike, you can go for a bike ride, you can go jogging with the dog. There's a million and one. Go ice skating, go roller skating. There's a million and one things that you can do for your Sunday Fun Day. That doesn't include battling ropes and
Right, well, that's the other
some
point
other
of it too, is mixing up your training, not only for the factor of keeping it fresh, but
Yeah.
also getting your body moving in a different way.
Yep.
So, and also you might have an opportunity to spend some more time with your family that way,
yeah.
incorporate, you know, more than just you or, you know, your spouse if you're the only one that's typically doing those workouts together, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Any tips for them this month other than
I
don't
think we
miss a
kinda like-
Monday?
Yeah, I think we did the don't miss the Monday. I think we talked about active recovery, maybe putting in some yoga once a week. I think we
We hit them.
we gave these
We gave
guys
them that.
something to.
We don't have to
I
talk anymore this week. That's it. You do those few things.
Yeah, and even if
You're
you
good.
do just one, right?
Right.
Yes.
Everybody out there deserves a high five.
High five.
Coach, thank you for
Yes, great job.
coaching with me. High five. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Monday. And we will see you at the next workout.